Welcome back. My name is Zane. What exactly is Arweave? Now, before we get this video started, I must declare this video is not financial advice. It's strictly for entertainment purposes and for educational purposes. I've got an amazing article to explain to us exactly what Arweave is, a permanent, decentralized internet. I want to find out more about this thing. It sounds interesting. It sounds awesome, actually. Now, this is the website. Now, as we dive deeper into the technology behind it and people behind it and the reason why it was created, we can understand more on how it works and if it has real potential. And if the cryptocurrency has real potential as well, because right now the price is $29.70. The question is, does it have potential from this price point to 5x, 10x, maybe even 20x or 30x? 30x is a lot, 20x is a lot as well. So maybe we'll stay around the 5x to 10x price for now, because it's not the first time the price have been around the $29, $30 mark. It's been there before, earlier this year in March, and around April and May as well. The price was around that similar price as well. But going back to last year around December the 30th, the price was around $2. Earlier this year in January, the price was around $2 as well, $2.58, 57 cents. Interestingly enough, in July, the price actually fell substantially. It fell a lot to around $7.21. So that was crazy. So there's a lot of things that's going on with the price right now, so you can't really predict it. Arweave is a decentralized data storage protocol that allows you to store documents and applications. Now, with a quick summarization, we can understand this quite fairly easily. So Arweave seeks to make the information provenance cost-effective and scalable with decentralized architecture. The protocol provides a basic for the perma-web, a new version of the web in which websites and applications are stored forever, and the provenance of information can be traced. The project's unique blockchain architecture, minor content moderation policy, and a competition-based approach differentiate Arweave from the wealth of decentralized storage network options currently available. So this elevates Arweave to more than a data storage protocol. It's an entire impermanent layer of the internet. And that alone fascinates me. I want to learn more about this because that alone is really interesting. First thing we want to establish and understand is the blockchain data storage on the perma-web. What exactly is it, this internet of its own? So it says, we tend to think of the internet as an endless trove of information that exists in perpetuity. In actuality, the website's information and data that makes up the content of the internet are often changed, redacted, and in many cases removed outright. So data storage is largely controlled by a few centralized entities who moderate our access to websites and apps and can revoke it at any time. Likewise, data stores in a centralized manner can easily be lost, manipulated, or censored, and websites and apps can disappear when funding is no longer available for their maintenance and costs. Arweave was developed to solve this data impermanence on the internet by offering a resilient, decentralized information. At its core, Arweave is a decentralized storage network that connects people with disk space on their computer hardware to those in need of storage. It's designed to provide a scalable, cost-effective, and permanent data storage. Now, it's built on a blockchain-like data structure, and it's called a block weave. The block weave underpins what's called a perma-web, a collection of data, websites, and decentralized application, also known as dApps, that form a permanent, decentralized web accessible through regular internet browsers. The result is a perma-web. The result is a permanent decentralized information network that incentivizes users to participate. Key to Arweave's function is the native Arweave AR token, which is used to incentivize miners to maintain a copy of the data and to pay for transaction fees. Now, this is how Arweave introduces itself. This is how it explains itself. Arweave is a new type of storage that blocks data with sustainable, allowing users and developers to truly store data forever for the very first time. As a collectively owned hardware drive that never forgets, Arweave allows you to remember and preserve valuable information and history indefinitely. By preserving history, it prevents others from rewriting it. Now it gets even more interested into the block weave and the proof of access consensus. So let's go through it. Let's take it through a quick summary. Like traditional blockchain networks, Arweave Blockweave is made up of collection of blocks that hold the information that makes up the website and application accessible on the permaweb. However, blocks in traditional blockchain structures are linked only to previous blocks in the chain of a linear fashion. With a Arweave Blockweave architecture, each block is linked to both the preceding blockweave history, known as its recall block. The elements of the recall block is the key function of the Arweave unique consensus mechanism known as proof of access. Now, to understand the token, first thing is that the token supply is incredibly low. You're looking at 66 million in max supply and only 33.3 million in circulating supply. There's 51% of the token in circulating supply, extremely low supply. So Bitcoin, low supply, price goes up really high because it's more valuable. A similar thing with Arweave, but they're not Bitcoin. They're doing something completely different. But given that it does have a low supply, well, it's definitely more than possible. So 10xing this crypto to 10x or 20x is definitely more than possible. Now, 55 million AR tokens were created when Arweave Genesis block was mined, and an additional 11 million tokens are set to be introduced into circulation as a mining reward. To store data in the Blockweave, you must pay fee in AR tokens. Arweave miners receive tokens in exchange for mining new blocks, which obligates them to store data. However, transaction fees do not go entirely to miners. The majority of the transaction fee is allocated to a storage endowment, which is distributed to miners over time. Effectively, the user pays an upfront fee on which interest occurs, which is later distributed to miners. This incentivized Cliff serves to limit the amount of volatility of the AR token while ensuring long-term viability of the mining-based consensus mechanism. That's big. That's big. I like that. A variety of applications have already been built on a permaweb, including Arweave Web Archive, which allows you to archive websites on a permaweb. Other projects including Gitopia, which allows you to store your code on the blockchain, and Verto, a decentralized trading protocol that allows you to buy and sell profit-sharing tokens. Profit-sharing tokens are tokens built on Arweave that distribute dividends generated from dApps usage. Additionally, Arweave can be used for permanent storage of, guess what? NFTs. And that's where I started to smile. So that, ladies and gents, in a nutshell, is Arweave, a permanent decentralized internet. And given that the token supply is so low, I can just guarantee you that this token is valuable, extremely valuable, more valuable than it seems right now. To also add an extra information, it's actually 86th in the world by market cap of just under 1 billion, 947 million in market cap, and that puts it in the top 100 coins in the world. So thank you for watching, subscribe, and let me know, do you think this cryptocurrency will 20x? In my personal opinion, I don't think you can put a limit on a token like this. I think 30x is guarantee eventually, even though it sounds ridiculous. Realistically, you should be looking at Bitcoin price. Because of the low supply of this token, you can actually compare it a lot to Bitcoin. So look at Bitcoin type of pricing. We're talking about thousands of dollars per coin, if this does prove to be viable. But given that there's developers who can develop apps on this platform, it's a fully decentralized storage place, it's a fully decentralized internet of its own. Given that it can be used for so many different reasons, including storing NFTs, you can literally build any app on this platform that you wish, that you desire, and it's completely decentralized. It's run on a blockchain. It's absolutely amazing. This is what we've been waiting for, actually. This is the way how blockchain technology will be utilized in this way and in much better ways, that information can now be held in much more secure way. It's absolutely incredible. So thank you for watching, subscribe, and of course, I will see you in the next video.